Hey Pixies! Today I already did my dips, but I did that because I'm doing sweater nails, and I thought if I showed you the full process plus the sweater nails, the video would be pretty long because sweater nails do take a little bit of time. What I have on my hand right now is they're all Revel. Empire, Gold Digger, and Hustler. And I'm going to do my ring finger as the sweater nail. Now I applied those dip powders with my Glitzy Dip liquids, so the top coat is also the base coat. So I used those and the activator. So I did the dips with the dip liquids, activated, buffed, filed, reshaped, wiped off with an alcohol prep pad. And now I'm ready to do my sweater nails. So I just have some of Gold Digger in this cupcake liner. I am going to be using a dotting tool. So I have this set here, and I'm going to pick the smallest dotting tool. And then I'm going to take some of the base, and I am going to put a dab onto this baggie. So I don't have much, just like 2 little drops. And I'm going to, can I see where I put it? Okay, it's right there. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of that base on the dotting tool. And I have to see if I need to do this so that y'all can see it. All right, so I'm going to do like that S pattern type. So I'm going to do like that, but I need to get more. And I'm using Glitzy because it's a slower drying base. So I wanted to use a slower drying base. I did do a different design in one of my double dip live manicures, and I did like an X pattern. You can see where you put it because it stays shiny. And now I have the centerpiece done. I'm going to wipe off my dotting tool, and then I'm going to take the powder and very lightly, you don't want to pour it, I kind of sprinkle it. And I do that because if you pour it too hard onto it or dip into it, it will flatten that design out and it won't be as like crisp as it looks there. Just gonna make sure I got the whole pattern there. So that's what we've got so far. I'm gonna touch up the last, at least that one. And I'm just gonna touch them up just a smidge, but I'm gonna wait a second until they're a little bit more dry. Because like I said, it is a slow drying base. So I'm gonna use my fluffy nail brush to dust off because like I said, we don't want, got a piece of glitter on there. We don't want that. Okay, because we don't want to use the stiff nail brush and potentially mess up our design. So I'm going to touch up that little guy there and this little guy here. And just go over any of the areas I think need a little bit more. And then you can always go in, since it's a slow drying base, and kind of touch it up like this as well. Because you just want it to be textured. I loved my sweater nail I did the last time so much that I was actually really sad whenever I had to take it off. Okay, so I'm just gonna touch up This was drying a little bit faster down here for some reason. So I'm just gonna touch these up fully. I think maybe I wasn't getting enough product on my dotting tool. Have you guys tried sweater nails before? I literally love them so much. I tried them last year, but I was so new to doing these different designs that they did not turn out. I didn't even finish it. I took it off. But I just didn't have the experience that I do now. So practice does make perfect, you guys. Or at least better. So practice makes better. I'm gonna give that a little pat because when I fixed it a little, it got a little pushed up. So I just want to give it a little pat. So that's what we're looking like so far. I'm gonna lightly dust that off. And it's not exactly centered. It's got a little slant to it, but I'm gonna take just a little bit more of the base because we want to do some kind of design on the sides. So I'm just gonna dab another dot onto there. Let's see, I'm gonna do, I think, a little line down each side as straight as I can, which probably isn't very straight, but we can kind of touch it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go in and just touch up the line a little bit. The top will need fixed because it dried a little bit before we got our powder on. So I'm just gonna dust that off and go back in to touch up the line. So I'm just gonna go over the shiny part here that's already dried. Now I'm going to do some little dots over here. I've seen so many different patterns that you can do. And like I said, I did something similar to this, the sides, but in the center I did X's. So that is on my Instagram if you want to see that. So I'm just going to do part of my line this time since the top dried. On the other side, that top piece. And I'm going to touch that up because it's a little bit fatter than the other side. So I'm just going to go down both sides. Anytime I need a slower drying base, I usually use my Glitzy. It was in my favorites video for my favorite slow drying base. See why I said I did the dips before? Because if I had shown you this and the dips, the video would have been pretty long. Because a sweater nail does take a little bit of time. I had a few little spots there on that one that were just kind of missing because I went down through. And whenever I cleaned it up, it just kind of removed them. So I just wanted to fill those in. I'm going to go ahead and do the dots. I'm going to dust off just the side here. I'm going to do the dots here. I think we're looking pretty good. What do we think? Not bad? Pretty good? My lines are a little different, but that's okay with me. I am going to activate all of my nails. I'm just using a lint-free wipe to wipe off the excess activator. Okay, now you could finish up a few different ways. If you wanted to, you could top coat the shiny. Sweater nails are usually matte, and so you could do that on all of your nails and make it shiny. You could do some or the rest of them shiny and leave that one matte. You could leave them just like this with the activator, which probably won't last as long as a regular dip manicure. So I have worn them for 4 or 5 days without any top coat, without any issue. But it really depends on your application and what you're doing. So you could leave them like this. What I'm going to do is I'm at least going to matte top coat these 4. I might leave that one as it is. The reason I said about not matte top coating the ring finger is it does kind of, it takes away the crispness of it. But I really kind of like it like this. You could also put on, this is gel base. You could put on a top coat, even your dip liquid top coat, and then file the shine off. I've done that before too. I was even thinking about leaving those ones, the glitter nails, shiny and the rest matte, but kind of indecisive about it right now. So I'm at least going to put on my gel base, because then I can either I'm just going to top coat, base coat those 2 first, and I'm curing it for 30 seconds. That was a Modelones gel base, and now I'm using the Modelones matte gel top coat. And I'm still thinking about, I think I'm just going to matte top coat the others as well, but maybe not the ring finger. Sorry, I'm so indecisive. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what colors, but I didn't know how I wanted to finish it. So I'm going to at least do these while I still ponder that and see, because after these are matte, I might change my mind and want them shiny. So we'll see. I cure that for 60 seconds. Okay, so what I did was I cured the matte top coat for 60 seconds. I didn't like the way the glitter looked with the matte effect. So I went in and I just put the top coat right on top and cured that for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to do my middle finger and my thumb with the gel base. And yes, it would have saved me time if I had just decided and cured them all together, but I was feeling very indecisive. And I think I'm going to do the matte top coat on these. So I'm going to matte top coat them, see how I feel about it. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, then I'm going to go ahead and put the shiny top coat right on top like I did with Empire. Okay, so our matte top coat. Okay, we're all cured. And I wanted to show you this. When I put my cuticle oil on, it is probably going to look a little shiny, but see the difference between these two nails? I don't know if you can really see how this one looks a little bit more matte, at least to me. Not sure. But what do you think about this, guys? Have you tried the sweater nails before? Are you going to now? This is my Mani Chic cuticle oil, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of that. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps YouTube recommend it to others. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or find me on Instagram at tippingpicce. Make sure, I can't talk today. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on. I have new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I'm just showing you the thinness. It doesn't have to be super bulky. Yes, it is textured on the side there. This is textured. If you do not like textures, you may not like the sweater nail. But that's it for this one, guys. And I will see you in the next one.